It's like, hold on.
I think like
Hold on. That's what you do. Today, we're going to talk about these noise-canceling earbuds by Status Audio. They're called Between 3A and C, and their main selling points, if you scroll down their product webpage, are sound quality, noise cancellation, and everyday usage. So these are what this video will focus on. Now, to be honest with you, I rarely use headphones or earbuds in general. So to give you the best of both worlds, I'll share my thoughts on the earbuds sound quality as an audio engineer, but for the daily usage part, I'll invite my beloved wife, who has been using these earbuds regularly for the past 5 months, to discuss her experience using them as an average consumer.
your mundane expert is here.
But first, let's talk about build quality. The case has a matte texture that feels very luxurious. I definitely prefer it over my AirPods case, which has a glossy finish and over time, as you can see here, has become really scratched up. The Between 3A and C case, in comparison, barely has any scratches and looks new even after 5 months of daily use. The matte texture also looks fantastic in black. I also like that the branding is just a simple engraving. It really adds to the minimalist design. When it comes to pairing for the first time with my iPhone 13 Pro Max, it didn't go as smoothly as I hoped. The earbuds didn't show up in the Bluetooth settings after opening the case and taking out the earbuds. I had to turn off Bluetooth and turn it back on for them to show up. It's not a huge deal, but it's definitely not as frictionless as AirPods. Though I'm not sure whether there's a software limitation that prevents third-party Bluetooth headphones from connecting to iPhones more seamlessly. When it comes to sound quality, it's fantastic. The triple driver design they tout on their website really does make a difference. I've listened to plenty of my metal mixes on these earbuds and they all sounded quite close to how I had originally mixed them. The bass isn't too hyped, which is a common issue in most consumer headphones. And there's a nice separation among different elements in the mix. In the Status Audio app, you can switch among 3 different modes. The Status Audiophile mode is supposed to be the flattest, and while it may be the most neutral mode, I did find it to be a little bit too bland for enjoying music. I didn't like the Status Signature mode either, as I found it to be kind of phasey sounding, especially with metal music, where the rhythm guitars are hard panned. I found the original Between Pro mode to sound the best. I could tell it applied the typical smiley curve to the EQ, but it's not so much that the music started to sound scooped. The fast double kick drums didn't become too overwhelming, and the cymbals sound silky instead of harsh or piercing. And now it's time to invite my missus to discuss how these earbuds perform in real life after using them for over 5 months on a regular basis. Hello, welcome to the channel. Everybody, this is my wife.
I am wife.
First of all, before these, you were never able to use earbuds, right?
Not in her ear.
The past, you try some like skull candy ones.
Yeah.
And they're very uncomfortable. That's the thing, right?
They were super uncomfortable. I could never really get them to fit in. They always felt very uncomfortable. I think one ear was fine, and then the other ear felt like it was about to fall out if I like shaked my head. So yeah, these have been very comfortable. I can pretty much wear them, I want to say, for like 3 or 4 hours at a time. I use them pretty much exclusively like on the go, pretty much on transit, on the loud Toronto transit. And I use them on campus, walking around. The case is travel side, like I can just like pop it into a corner of my bag. Beautiful, love it. I use the noise canceling function a lot, which is like why it's so good for transit is because of that noise canceling function.
And you listen on very low volume.
Oh yeah.
Every time I give you something to listen, you'd be like, turn it down.
Yeah. Because you listen to things very loudly, and my poor like virgin ears, they can't put up with it.
What do you like most about these earbuds?
Noise canceling feature, baby. Yeah.
Okay.
That's definitely like.
That's the top one.
Oh yeah. These are like number 1 to me for like transit purposes. On the go. Yeah. Because the noise canceling is fantastic. I feel for the subway especially, it'll drown out like the horrible screeching sound of the tracks. Subway and the bus, but the bus especially, because I come home sometimes when school's gotten out.
Okay.
So sometimes it'll be filled with children screaming from school, and I'm able to drown out people's conversations for the most part. Okay. Which is great. And I don't have to like crank up the volume to do that.
Right. Another thing that's important when it comes to headphones is like sound quality.
It's pretty good.
What do you listen to? What music? Well, you gotta get people like you don't listen to metal. That's
I do not. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I mean, it's diversity. Like, get more perspective, right? I don't even listen to metal that much.
How dare. Yeah, I listen pretty widely, other than like metal and like country. I don't listen to country.
I was thinking it's like the next one you're gonna say is country.
Yeah, those are my two most avoided genres. Please don't come for me. But I would say probably a lot of indie rock stuff. Like
name a few bands.
Okay, definitely like Florence and the Machine, Lights, Battle Tapes lately.
Oh, Battle Tape is so good.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Oldie goldies. You know, you gotta play your Queen, your Phil Collins, Michael Jackson, ABBA. So I'm listening to a wide range of music.
And you feel like you're getting a really good sound quality.
Yeah, like if I have to compare like the sound quality to these and to the beats and even like the speakers that I have hooked up to my laptop, the sound of the music, there's never one song that I'm like, oh, that sounds really different, or like that one element is missing here.
Yeah.
I feel like I could take it on a trip and like probably not even charge it. I feel like a fully charged case would get me through like several days of listening.
Wow.
I've always charged them when there's already 2 lights remaining.
Okay.
But that's like, again, after a week of using them, maybe like 2-3 hours a day for like a week, and it only drained like 1 light. And I really like the convenience of being able to just like literally click the button on the outside and be like, oh, 3 lights, I'm still good to go.
Yeah,
like,
that's nice.
Don't need to charge it.
I don't get that with my AirPods.
It connects automatically to my phone, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Basically, the moment you pull one earbud out of the box, it'll say like, Power on. And then like a second later it'd be like connected. I know I can just immediately click play and I'm good to go. I think the range is not as strong as the Beats. I've left my phone on one side of the apartment with the Beats on.
Okay.
And then I'll go to the opposite side of the apartment, like same floor. Yeah. Just opposite side.
We'll put I'll measure the distance.
Sure.
And we'll put it on the screen.
And the Beats are fine.
Okay.
They work no problem. But I've done the same with these, where like I go to the kitchen to make lunch or something, other side of the apartment, and they start cutting out,
like constantly, all the time, like every, like,
you know, like mid sentence, audiobook would be like, and then like drop, and then it'll reconnect, and then drop
every time.
I only did it like a few times.
Oh, and then you gave up.
Yeah, I was like, okay. I need to take my phone with me. The app is interesting, so I do have the app on my phone. I don't use it often, so I've taken the earbuds out of the case. It's currently looking for the device. Now it found my product. Yeah. I've clicked my product, and then you have to connect with the product. Now it's currently connecting to the product. Again, I only have one product. It's really annoying in a way. You always have to select the button. It's like looking for device, and then you have to select the device. I guess maybe this app is for multiple products made by this company. So it's trying to always detect my earbuds. Yeah. But it's annoying because I literally only have the one product, so I hate having to like reselect. And sometimes it takes a while to locate the product. I have had times where it just simply won't connect. Oh. The product, it won't connect, and it'll just be like, it'll get to that screen where it can show the battery life, and I just get like, it's just blank. Can't click anything. Okay. I've had a few errors like that. Again, I don't use the app frequently. Okay. And that also was kind of something I'm like, I'm just not going to use the app because of this. Like, that's annoying. If you're like, the app has one function, and if you can't access that one function, it's like, what are you good for?
Does it fix itself, basically?
I basically have to just close the app and then reopen it.
And then it works?
It usually will rework. Okay. But like, again, like I walked you through the various steps to even open the app. It's like, now I have to click through all these buttons again to get through the battery life. This is unrelated to the app, but I will say I hate toggling between the two options, because the voice that tells you that it is on or off is so loud.
No, when I first used them, that's what my thought is as well.
Like it does not match the baseline of your current audio. Yeah. So you'll be listening, like, you know, regular thing, you know, you have your song playing, you have your audiobook playing, it's all like a great volume, and then you're like, I'm gonna turn off my noise canceling feature. Yeah. And then it's like, active noise and ambient sound off. and he'll do that above whatever you're playing. Yeah. So you have like Florence and the Machine playing, and then you have this man like screaming at you, and you're like, sir, you just I'm deaf.
That's one of the things I was looking for when I first used it, so I tried to find a way to turn that off.
He's so loud.
I
And
don't
there's
know.
no way to like turn him down.
Yeah, that's the thing.
If you select it off the app, you know you selected it
Yeah.
from the app. Again, you don't need a man whispering at you.
That's very true. Yeah.
So if I ever do turn off the noise canceling, I'm just like, I rip them out of my ear because I'm like, you're not getting me this time, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an easy thing to avoid
yeah.
because I just don't turn off the active noise canceling when I'm currently wearing them. You can touch once on either of them. Touch once.
Yeah.
And it will pause. So if you tap it twice, it'll rewind the song. And if you tap this side twice, it'll skip to the next song. I hated this feature when I first got them.
Okay.
Because it just simply would not register my clicks. I would be like, pause, 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 like aggressively tapping, and then like, oh well, now I skipped the song. Fantastic. The worst part is when you're trying to double tap and only registered one tap, and then,
then you pause.
and then you're like,
okay.
did I pause? Or maybe does the next song have a slow beginning? So I've gotten much better at it. It's not my favorite feature, but it'll work. I want to say like 85% of the time it works. I still have my days where I'm like, pause, damn it.
No, I've seen you. It's like, hold on.
I think like,
Hold on. What are you gonna do?
we're having a very important conversation right now. I can't hear a goddamn thing you're saying. Please wait as I tap my ears like a dumbass. I'll come home from school and you'll be like, hi, how are you? I'm like,
I was like, oh, yeah. You gotta give her some time.
love that. I'm assuming like with the AirPods, you take it off, the music stops.
Yeah.
This one doesn't do that.
Yeah.
So I have to pause it manually and then like stuff one in my pocket if I have to like go to the cashier because like I don't always have the case with me or like easily accessible.
Yeah.
So I'll just like shove one of the earbuds in my pocket temporarily.
Yeah.
There have been times where while I'm shoving it in my pocket, I unpause it and I'm like in the middle of an interaction with another human and I'm like,
So what do you do then?
and I'm like, I'm just like frantically tapping. So I've gotten into the habit of like, instead of pausing right before talking to the cashier, I like, it's in my pocket like 20 steps away from the cashier
then
before I've even lined up. Like I'm ready because there have been times where I'm like mid-conversation with the cashier, I'm like, shut up. Yeah, for people who don't already have like wireless headphones or are looking to get something that's active noise canceling, I think it's fun. Yeah, I think it's a good product. I think the pros outweigh the cons for sure.
This is for average like consumers, like people going out and everything.
Yeah.
For me, I don't use earbuds, so I can't comment on daily stuff. Like you really have to use the earbuds like on a regular basis, like on the go and to really have these kind of feedback, right? So this is super valid. Well, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts.
You're very welcome.
For doing your usual energetic self. And hopefully I'll have you again on the channel some other time.
You'll have to entice me with candy.
That interview was unscripted, and it was really interesting for me to hear her perspective. She definitely pointed out a lot of things about these earbuds, good and bad, that I wouldn't be able to know as someone who don't use earbuds and headphones on a daily basis. I may know a thing or two about sound quality as an audio engineer, but that's not always the top priority for the everyday user. To them, their user experience encompasses so many other things, from convenience and battery life to small details that affect how much friction there is to use the product. That's it for the video. Let me know in the comments how you like the different perspective my wife brought to this review. It's my first time featuring a guest on this channel, so I'm curious to see what you guys think. Give it a like if you find it helpful, and don't forget to subscribe to support this channel. And I will see you next time.
You look much taller than me. I don't appreciate this.
Mundane egg?
Mundane egg?
What?
I'm just trying to look as tall as you. I'm getting sleepy.
They deserve it? Yeah.
My God, it's 11:30. Oh my goodness, my water.